everyone. It's the Founder's Daughter, and on today's segment, we are making green bean, potato, and tuna salad, one of my dad's favorites. Let's go make it. So let's get started. So I have my own take on a green bean and potato salad. My mother used to bring to the park when we were little kids the Italian green bean salad, which had tomatoes, red onions, oregano, salt, pepper, and vinegar in it, and it was my dad's favorite. So I kind of have my own take on it, and we're called the Andrea bean salad. Don't be mistaken by Andrea's bean salad in the store, because we have an Andrea bean salad that people love. This is green bean salad. So eggs and potatoes together is my jam. Like, I love that kind of salad. So I have all my ingredients ready. I'm going to assemble it for you. Of course, full recipe is linked above. So we're going to start with your green beans blanched. Nice and crispy. Don't overdo them. You still want that good crunch on them, okay? Then we're going to add our potatoes. I might have a little too many potatoes for that salad, but hey, we're going to make potato frittata with that. We put our green beans in there. We're going to add the Kalamata olive, of course, gives us that salty, beautiful salty flavor to it. I mean, look at that already. This is my favorite. And I've been wanting to give it to you a little bit earlier in the summer, but there's so many recipes that I love that are so great that I want to give you, but we only do this on Thursday morning, so I only give you 4 of them. So, of course, we have our beautiful red onion in there. Look at that. And that looks like a cover of a cookbook picture, doesn't it? Looks great. Then we're going to add our capers. It's going to give us some more of that saltiness. Be careful. I wouldn't add too much salt to this on top of it because your Kalamata olives and your capers are super salty, so be careful with that. Set these aside. This is looking fantastic. What do I have left? Oh, my eggs. Love eggs in my salad, especially with potato. Because I do love a mayonnaise and potato salad. Where's my knife? I do love a potato and green bean salad. I'm sorry, potato and mayonnaise salad. I love that with eggs and potatoes in it. Ooh. Look at that. Cooked to perfection. That little bit of yellow still from the yolk. Looks great. Should put those in there. I'm taking this everywhere. I'm actually going to keep it and take it to work tomorrow for lunch. So here we have the Ortiz tuna. Amazing tuna. Little pricey, but it's the best you're going to get. Of course, you also have the Toninos. Toninos tuna is excellent too. Either one. It's flaky. This is done to perfection. I think once you start using this kind of tuna, you can't go back to your chicken of the sea. Although I like it. I do love a good tuna fish sandwich with onions and pickles in it. I know, crazy. Then we're going to add our beautiful dill, vinegar, shallots, olive oil dressing on the top. And of course, the full recipe for this dressing is linked above. We're just going to pour that goodness all over the top. Look at that. Now that screams summer in Italy. Yes, me. Then we're going to mix this all together. Be careful because your eggs, you don't want your egg yolks to fall apart. But man, it smells amazing. It smells amazing. This is a picture all by itself. On the table, companies come in. How many ingredients do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a lot. Your dressing has a lot of ingredients, but don't be afraid of it because this is a winner. This is a winner. Look at that. How beautiful that is. And we're just going to set it aside because we need a little bit of fresh parsley on the top of it. And this is just kind of for looks on the top. The parsley's in there, but look at the way that finishes. Simple ingredients, fresh flavors, which makes it what? Effortlessly Italian. So now all we have to do is taste it. And I already know by looking at it and smelling the amazing garlic and onions together how amazing this is. We're going to try to eat it without looking like a pig on camera. It's a winner. I have an amazing cocktail. to pair it with. So stick around, let's make it. Okay, now let's get started with the Rosemary Limoncello Spritz. Now, I think, like a stop sign, purely a suggestion, my take on what pairs well with the egg and potato salad. So, let's get started. We're going to add some limoncello. And once again, the recipe is linked above for full recipe. You have your fresh limoncello from Italy. We sell it here. We're going to add a little bit of prosecco. We'll need a titch of simple syrup, just for that good sweetness. Gonna give it a little stir. We're going to add our San Pellegrino water, which I think gives it a little something extra than plain soda. So let's top it off with that. We're going to give it a beautiful lemon. How fancy. Super easy. Our rosemary, you need to kind of move it around and give it let the essence and the oil out of that. Look how pretty and easy that looks. Isn't that great? When you bring the glass to your face and you just smell the rosemary and the lemon on it, it's literally everything. All you have to do now is come taste summer the Italian way.